why does Socrates like ideas so much? Why does Socrates devalue the material world? Why does Socrates elevate an abstract realm of forms? Nietzsche's answer is that Socrates is ugly. I quote to you Nietzsche. Socrates was a plebe. We know, we can even still see how ugly he was. The anthropologists among criminologists tell us that the typical criminal is ugly. Monster in face, monster in soul. When a foreigner who was an expert on faces came through Athens, he told Socrates to his face that he was a monster, that he was harboring all the bad vices and desires. To which Socrates simply replied, "You know me, sir." What Nietzsche wants to say here is this. If I had the ugliest nose, but the biggest brain in all of Athens, I too would spend all my time thinking. I too would devalue the material world and elevate this world of abstract ideas. I too would rank beautiful bodies as less beautiful than contemplating the idea of beauty. I too would suggest the philosopher king. That's how deeply this runs for Nietzsche, that even the shape of Socrates' thought is determined by who he is, his ugliness. And that's why, again, the ad hominem isn't just valid, it's necessary for us to properly understand the thought. So I quote you Nietzsche. Every great philosophy so far has been the personal confession of its author in a kind of involuntary and unconscious memoir. In short, that the moral or immoral intentions in every philosophy constitute the true living seed from which the whole plant has always grown. In fact, to explain how the strangest metaphysical claims of a philosopher really come about, it is always good and wise to begin by asking, at what morality does he aim? What Nietzsche is saying here is that it is our interests, it is our psychology, it is things like resentment that affects philosophy, that determines our philosophical worldview. This, I think, is one of the most important insights of this book, because the implication is ad hominem arguments, where you criticize not the thought, but the thinker, or at the very least, you look at the thinker for how the thought was formed, is not only valid, but it's necessary. They're necessary, again, because we don't reason from first principles, because we don't start from empiricism, but because our ideas are helplessly shaped by our interests, by our psychology. Thanks for watching this clip. My name is Jonathan B., and I'm creating accessible lectures and interviews on the great books. If you want to watch the full lecture where this clip came from, click here. If you want to go even deeper into these ideas beyond what I put out on YouTube, then join my email list at greatbooks.io. You'll not only get lectures and interviews, but also transcripts, book summaries, and essays, all to help you explore the most important books in history. Thank you.